Hello, good people. This is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker, coming back at you live once again from the Lone Star State with another edition of the Media Mike Speaks. All right, good people. One of my subscribers sent me this story out of another state, Georgia, that is. Yes, I have Georgia on my mind. So let's talk about this. As you saw in my title, When Dating Mr. Wrong Goes Wrong, yes, this young lady that is now deceased, a former attorney, Courtney Cox, was killed by a man she was dating. And we're going to talk about this because there's some life lessons in this I want to bring to your attention. But before we get to that, let's get into this story. Now, this incident happened Wednesday, October 20th, at a luxury high-rise building on West Peachtree Street in Midtown Atlanta. Now, I've been to Atlanta many times, and I've walked the famous Peachtree Street and also been to the Underground, which I think they're now trying to get rid of and gentrify. Just saying allegedly. But anyway, the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, aka known as the acronym GBI, identified the shooter as 32-year-old Jarvis Jurett, who began dating the young attorney over the summer. That's probably how they met, I guess. But now, I guess things didn't go as well as either one of them thought it would be, because this is the aftermath. Now, we may never know as far as what went on in that apartment that fateful morning, but I'm pretty sure family and friends could probably give some insight because they're both deceased here. As we're going to continue, officers responded to a report of gunfire at 3:14 a.m. at the Atlantic House high-rise and arrived to see Jarrett leaping from a balcony to another balcony before firing a rifle at the police. At least one officer returned fire. Now, Mr. Jurett here was armed with a rifle, which, just in case you may or may not know, is pretty deadly. Not only from far away, but even deadlier at close range. Now, when police arrived, they found Ms. Cox's deceased body in her apartment. They also found Jurett later dead on the balcony, so I guess he most likely took himself out. Wow. Okay. Now, I'm not going to get off into why she was dating a guy like this. She had so much going for her. She was an attorney, had gone to law school and all of that. Yeah, okay. It is what it is. But let's continue. We'll talk about this. Now, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms slammed the bystanders for filming the incident rather than call the police. Well, I don't know why she would be mad. I mean, we are in the technology age and people don't want to hold themselves accountable. They would rather film it instead of dialing 911 because they want to get their 15 minutes of fame. It is what it is. It's where we are today. But I do see the mayor's I understand the mayor's issue. I do, but there's nothing you can do about it. This is the age we're in. It is what it is. But let's take a look here at domestic violence. I did run across older stories. These go back about a little over 12 years. Bear with me on my older stats, but pretty much they're still relevant, whether they're more or less. So let's take a look here. There were 372 domestic violence deaths in Georgia from 2003 through 2005. And this is like pre-post cell phone era. I don't even know if you could take pictures on it back then. Now, at least 85% of the victims of domestic violence had previously been battered by their killer. 57% of the perpetrators of these domestic violence fatalities had previously threatened the lives of their victims. 44% of the cases where a fatality occurred while children were present, and that is bad. Now, according to Attorney General Thurgood Baker, a majority of these deaths are preventable, according to the Attorney General. And the report recommends solutions for prevention. Now, I'd like to know what. Because I really would like to know. Now, we can speculate, like let's say not date persons who don't really have much going for them. True, I do agree with that. I'm hoping that was in the proposal. Now, that goes for men and women. You see, good people, when you have much to lose, such as money, career, status, reputation, you shouldn't be risking all of that for people who have already proven that this is as far as in life as they're going to go. It is what it is. Now, at the time, according to attorney Thurber Baker, he quoted, "Too many Georgians have lost their lives to domestic violence. This report offers a call to action as well as a roadmap for communities that want to end these homicides," unquote. I agree, but how are you going to do it? People are grown. They date who they want to date. They're attracted to who they're attracted to. And sometimes things just don't work out right. So, but you have to realize, good people, no matter how bad things can get, you have to learn to let go, get out, or not even get involved before it's too late. Because remember, the choices we make can sometimes determine our fate. Until next time, this is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker. Subscribe, share, and like to keep me rocking on the mic. Have a good night.